Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Digicel. Get more, love more, live more.
What's up, guys? Yeah. And I want to shout out to all the fans here. So I want to say greetings, guys. I'm your mix engineer, of course, Mr. International himself, Andrew Rayburn here. And be sure, guys, to hit me up on my YouTube channel here. We accept Cash App as well if you want to donate to the cause. And you want to learn to mix that Pro Soca. Link up my site here, Pro Mastering and Mixing in the Box here at thinkofit.com. And you can buy my reggae mixing course, my soca mixing course. So be sure to check out my latest products as well. Now this rhythm here that's being composed here, featuring this artist here, is coming from my Rasta Kit Volume 4. Get a copy on my website. Get that real reggae Rasta vibe here. But today we're going to be talking about mixing reggae female vocal automation here. And I'm going to bring the track back because you know how we do it here. Go. There's nothing for me to do but love you. There's nothing for me to do but love you. Love you. Love you. 24/7, I would love you day and night. 24/7, I will be there for you. And that is a track built by yours truly here. And welcome back to the show, guys. So we've been talking about mixing reggae female vocal automation here with this artist here. So, automation has been used in a lot of studios from back in the 90s days, where you ride, the engineer physically ride that fader to bring in, like, let's say, excuse me, let's say a reverb effect at a certain part of the line to get that vocal a little bit more intimate at a little bit of delay. So I'm going to share some tips and tricks how we get this vocal to sound epic as it is here. So I'm going to dive right into the session here. I'm going to go straight to the vocals here. And let's see if I can isolate her vocals here. I'm just going to play that and the bass line. Here we go. Now, how do we move from there? I'm going to turn off some of the effects here. We started out with this dry vocal here. Whoa. How do we get from there? You might say, Ray, how do we get from there to that big epic sound? And so of course, you want to use effects, reverb, delays, a little bit of different convolution, reverb, and that whole stuff. But the first thing you got to do, you got to make sure the vocal is properly well recorded. You want to make sure it's good quality, and that will help in the mixing and the effects and that whole thing. So what I did here, I went ahead and add a little bit of EQ here. I'm gonna play a little bit of top end, add a little bit of CLA 76 here. I wanted to give her vocal a little bit more attitude, a little bit more enhancement here, a little bit more excitement. That's what happened when you use these analog CLA 76 compressors here. And it's doing a splendid, phenomenal job here. Now I'm going to put in a little bit of fab filter here to get a little bit more tap in. Whoa! A little bit of de-essing here. So we're enhancing the vocal to make sure it's enhanced. You know, it has good sound. And now we're going to use some reverb here. So I'm going to use the reverb from the waves here, the R verb here. I'm using a delay time fairly big because I want that big hall sound. I want to be epic. This is epic reggae here, a nice love song. I'm using a little bit of pre-delay, so it delays the time when the vocal passes through the reverb. The reverb kind of delay that time and not release it immediately, so you don't have that washed out reverb following the vocal. So I'm going to play it now with that reverb here. Here we go.
Whoa.
And if I press the letter A and bring up my automation here, you can see where I've sent that reverb here. So all the automation I'm doing in Studio One, it's being recorded on the automation track, so I can dive in with a little pen tool and pick where and how much percentage I want that reverb to be sending there. So that's what I'm doing here. And that pre-delay is coming from that pre-delay send I was talking about earlier. Now the other one here, I'm going to add a little bit of 8 note here on this H delay here. I'm going to play that back. Bring in the drums here.
There's nothing for me to do but love you. There's nothing for me to do but love you. Love you. Love you. 24/7, I will love you day and night. 24/7.
Now at that part there, I need her voice to kind of step out a little bit more so it can compete with the mix here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to send a copy of her voice to a chorus effect here from Waves here, the doubler. And you can use whatever you want, whatever chorus or doubler, you know, that helps spread the vocal apart. And that's going to contribute to the automation. So this is the before. I'm gonna turn on the doubler.
There's nothing for me to do but love you. There's nothing for me to do but love you.
And you can hear that spread of that doubler there. It's getting her voice from here and letting it sound like it's around you, not just this mono sound here. Now the vocal is recorded in stereo, but still you want to get you know meaning when they record it in mono, they bounce it down to stereo and then they send it over to that's what I'm talking about. So I'm getting that space. The first thing we did, we use the EQ. We make sure the vocal was recorded properly. We use the EQ to enhance it a little bit more, a little bit of compression, give it a little bit of attitude. Then we're messing around with the effects here with automation here. Now I'm going to go to what you call the office here, and this is what I have, the Altiverb XL here. Now I love this reverb here. I'm using the Cello Studios. I want to put her vocal in this realistic studio space because I want like a live reggae feel. I'm sending the drums through this room as well, and I wanted to create that, and that's going to help us get more dynamic, particularly for this song as well. So I'm going to turn on that space. Here we go.
Whoa.
Subtle, but it's working.
There's nothing for me to do but love you.
Altiverb out.
There's nothing for me to do but love you. Love you.
And you can hear that beautiful back wall because we have a delay on that reverb, and we're subtly doing a 8-note delay, that 24/7. You're hearing that back wall, nice, like a realistic room. That's what we're creating. We're not trying to do an artificial, obvious sound. We try to create something that goes along with the track. And it might sound like a lot now, but check this out. If we play that in the track, check this out.
There's nothing for me to do but love you. There's nothing for me to do but love you. Love you.
Get the 24/7.
24/7, I will love you day and night. 24/7, I will be there.
So obviously in the track, it blends real well here. And we're not hearing obviously a lot of over delaying because obviously the vocal is solo now, so we can.
For you.
And certain parts for you, I'm using the automation here to send her vocals through that reverb and bring it back to that subtle ambient. So she's moving from ambient room to a really big hall room here, just to get that, like you're throwing something all the way down the hall there. And bringing it back. We're creating movement here. So, and I'm going to show you an example of how we use automation in Studio One. Real easy. Now, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So we're using 1, 2, 3, 4. Effects number 5. I'm using a throw delay here. Throw delay is what you might hear a lot of producers talk about it. Every now and then, maybe a word goes there and comes back. So let me play that.
Whoa.
Now let's say I wanted to do a throw delay on that whoa, like give it a little bit more lengthier part here. I can go, let's say right here, and I can put in that amount there and bring it up here. That's the sending a percentage here.
Whoa.
Now that was the one for the throw. Yep. Can bring that back. I can do the same thing for the reverb here. Let me go to the reverb tab here. Let's say I wanted more reverb to send here. I can do 2 ways. I could write it with the pen or on the automation window, or I can use the actual slider. Let's do the slider here. So I'm gonna go down to read. I'm gonna go on latch. Now it's armed. And now it's waiting for me to make changes here on the slider real time. So let's go. Here we go. I'll push it up.
Whoa.
And I'm going to stop there. I'm going to hit back, read. It's going to record that without changing the other stuff that I already did with the automation in the settings there.
Whoa.
And I can Control Z and take that out. Now, check what I did with the throw delay here. You can see where I did all the automation here on the throw delay here. So I'm going to go to that 24/7 part where I did some answering back. Here we go.
24/7, I will love you day and night. 24/7, I will be there for you.
It's subtle, but let's listen to that again. I'm gonna play that part. So here we go.
Love you day and night. 24/7, I will be there for you.
So you get that for I will be. I'm doing. At that part, I feel like I need to do that to give the vocal a little bit more edge, a little bit of movement there. And let's see what else I did. I think I did a telephone effect thing here. Yeah, I did a telephone thing there. You might say, Ray, how to do that? I added an effect directly on that clip alone, and I'm using a speaker simulator here. I'm just using the Android phone preset. If you wanted to, you could maybe have taken an EQ, take off the bottom, and boost the mid range, and add a little bit of distortion. That'll give you a little telephone effect. But I can choose a megaphone, for example, and play it back. But I like the phone thing. It kind of goes with the vibes, the love vibe. And that's how I got that effect there with automation. So what is automation? Controlling and moving effects real time while you're bouncing down the entire song, or you're arranging the whole song, you want these effects to be moving around during the song, and it adds movement and vibe to the character of the singer and complements the song, rather than just having one reverb, one delay, and stuff gets boring. So I'm gonna stop there, guys. Remember, if you want me to mix and master for you, you can hit me up. I charge reasonable prices, and this has been fun. And feel free to subscribe. I've worked with a lot of clients in the USA, all around the world. I've produced Afro beats, a lot of mix and master trap beats. So let me know what's up with Brother Ray, and thank you so much for supporting me. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one here.